smile a lot. So I don't want to see anybody so serious as if we are discussing something in the police station. You know, what we have here to discuss with you is something that will change your life forever. I'm telling you simple truth. For those of you coming for the very first time today, you are privileged to be in this meeting, and whoever invited you at the end of this class, you will go back to that person and say, thank you for giving me the opportunity to come. In the course of the training, if you hear me say praise the Lord, please just say hallelujah. I'm used to it. Alright, my name once again is MAFUNAYA. I'm a banker. I don't like to address myself as an ex-banker, even though I'm no more working in the bank. But I've never seen a doctor that said I'm an ex-doctor. So I'm a banker turned real estate professional. And in the course of the training, I will share with you what this platform has done in my life. You know, if anybody should tell me that I, Precious, will be selling land, I'll be talking about network marketing. In fact, if he's a prophet, I will tell you that even though I believe every other thing you're saying, that I doubt it. You know, but here am I today. I'm excited about what I'm doing. I enjoy what I'm doing. And this platform, P1, has changed my life. Anybody that knows me knows P1. In fact, some of my friends, they save my number as P1. You know, so that's what we are going to share with you today. So I want you to listen attentively and then grab as many information as possible. You know, when the increase, when he was talking, he said that there are 3 things that makes a man rich. He said the first one is information. The difference between the poor and the rich is information. So today you are privileged to be here to receive information that will change your life. And the third one is association, the people that you associate yourself with. And then thirdly, choice. Some of you will come here today, you will just say, this thing, what are they even talking? At the end of the day, you go. But if you make up your mind that this thing, it works for people, it's going to work for me, I bet you it will work for you. That was the exact thing I did the day I walked into the first P1 training. My upliner invited me into the training. She told me about it. Maybe she said land and said network. I told her, I said, you are talking to the wrong person. Because I used to think that land is for people that, it's for men. In fact, growing up, I said it's a man's job. Selling land, having anything to do with car or generator is a man's work. So I wasn't even interested. And then network aspect of it, I said I will not be begging people to come and join my business, and I'm not interested. And she kept on saying, come. Not on that very first day, I walked into the P1 training, and guess what? The person facilitating that day was a lady who happens to be the ED of P1 Premium. And when she was talking, she introduced herself as an ex-banker. I said, wow, one, she's a lady and an ex-banker, so I'm at the right place. And that was how the journey started. And to be honest with you, it has been an amazing journey for me. So I want to first of all tell you, if you're coming here for the first time, you are at the right place at the right time. So if you're coming for the first time, please clap for yourself. So right now, we are going to talk about P1 business opportunity. We call ourselves PBO, P1 business owners. You know, this is a wonderful platform that has been given to us, and it has been changing lives all around the world. So in the course of this training, as we go on, you understand what this P1 business opportunity is all about. So the next slide is talking about making home ownership dream a reality. Is there anybody here that didn't come from a home? Maybe slept under the bridge. Every single person here came from a home. I know. If I may ask, how many of us here you are living in your own house? As in the house you're living in now, you built it. Wow. Okay. We have two landlords, and a landlord and a landlady here. Then every other person is a tenant, right? Okay. Now, how many of us here you want to live in your own home? Everybody wants to live in his own home. That place you're living, is it not comfortable? You know, there is nothing like, this is my own. You know, you have nobody disturbs you. You are now bothered about I'm going to pay my rent next year, let me start saving and all that. And there's nothing that gives joy than knowing that this piece of land is yours. The house there is your home. And that's what P1 is all about. PBO. He said we are making home ownership dream a reality. Everybody here dreams to be in his own home, and that's exactly what we'll be teaching you here. How you can make that dream come true. And even teach other people on how they can make that their dream also come true. Is one of the most beautiful things that can happen to anybody here in Lagos. Not just in Lagos, in any place. One of the most beautiful things that can happen to you is to have a piece of land or a house that is yours. And then in this PBO, we will teach you how you can own that house on a zero cost. In the course of this training, I will also talk to us on how I've gotten some plots of land in Lagos State here and I didn't pay a farthing through this platform. Alright, then the next slide. What is P1? About P1? P1 is an acronym, so whenever you hear P1, it's an acronym for Property World African Network. It was established in March 2012. It's a real estate network marketing and information company. And we adopt the network marketing model in real estate. P1 happens to be the first real estate company that introduced network marketing in the whole world. You can go and Google it. There's no other company that can come and say that they are the ones that have introduced it. P1 is the first real estate company that introduced network marketing as a model into the business. So every other company is learning from us. You know, we are over 8 years. By March 12 this year, we are going to celebrate our 9th year anniversary. P1 has empowered thousands of people and family. You know, each time, sometimes when I sit down and I ponder over what P1 is doing, it blows my mind. Over 45 to 50,000 families depend on this business. They make their livings, they pay their children's school fees, pay their rent, take care of their bills through this platform. That's amazing. P1 has empowered thousands of people and families and giving them a source of earning legitimate income doing real estate business. Thousands have seen their lives transformed, of which I am one of them. You hear my testimony, and can now live a comfortable life and also help them achieve their dream of owning their own homes. That's amazing. We are positioned to group financial heroes through the power of real estate network marketing. That's just, you know, before P1 came in, you know, the other real estate companies, their interest is, assuming, what's the name? Sorry? Assuming Beloni brings someone to buy land or house from us, we will just settle him. So if he likes, let it be that he has 10 people that came with him. He should go and share the money with them. But when P1 came, P1 had to, you know, destroy that greed that was in network marketing, that was in real estate, and introduce network marketing. So now, as he is here and he makes sales, the company pays him, and the company recognizes that somebody introduced him into the business. And that person that introduced you, the company recognizes them also. And it has been an amazing journey. So we are positioned to grow financial heroes through the power of real estate network marketing. And we have produced a lot of heroes. We have a lot of financial giants that are doing so well in this business. You know, it is amazing what a company can do in this country within a space of 8 years. Within a space of 8 years. You know, right now we have over 17 affiliates, and we are still counting. More are coming up within a space of 8 years. So that's amazing. Then let's go on. This is our vision. Please, I want you to take cognizance of this vision and have it at the back of your mind. It's very, very important. Our vision is to make home ownership dream a reality. That's our vision. And how do we want to achieve this? We do that through our mission. We discover affordable lands. We discover affordable lands in fast developing areas and make this land known to you, and also show you how you can make money, buy this land, and build your own home, or how you can make money and buy your own home. So please, if it's possible, you have your phone, you can screenshot this. Every serious-minded PBO should know the vision of this company and know the mission. This is our vision to make home ownership dream a reality. And then we want to achieve that through our mission statement. We discover these lands, we make it known to the public, and we also teach you who is selling this land to people, how you can make money and buy your own land. Because over the years, you know, we have partners that are just like signposts, telling people so many things are happening in Ibejuleki, Dangote refinery, deep sea ports. You know, you're just pointing people to Ibejuleki and they are buying, but you don't have. You know, an end has come to that era. Now, we are in the era where we are making sure that this mission statement is fulfilled. You will make money, and then you will also, through that money you made, you buy your own land or your own house. And then we can also teach you how you can make money to buy your own dream home or land. So that's very, very important. So note it very well. In the course of the training, I will tell you why I say you should note this. I told us that, personally, I have some plots of land in Ibedi Lake. And I am so excited. In fact, do you know, when I joined this business, the very first day I came, it was then I knew why God wanted me to be in Pwan. My grandfather, my paternal grandfather, married so many wives. He had married 16. Till today, I don't even know all my cousins. 16 wives. And the man is so rich, you know, all his wives, he's built houses for them. And my grandfather acquired almost half of my village. This man died in 1960. In fact, when my dad was not even thinking about getting married, you know, he died very early when my dad was still very young. So, but you know that the land this man has, till today, as I'm talking to you, his great-great-grandchildren, once you are 18 years, they will allocate you a plot of land. The land this man amassed, in fact, in my town, where we have our Anglican church, she was the one that gave them the land. Where we have the secondary school, he was the one that gave them the land. The land is so massive. Till today, once you are 18 years, your parents will just come, meet the elder in our kindred, they will go and allocate you a plot of land. So I know what it means to, you know, and he was so popular when he was alive, you will even think he's the Igwe. Do you get? So that's why the best gift God gives to a man after salvation is land. Check out the children of Israel. When he was leading them, anywhere they get to, he will give them land. So you are at the right place, at the right time. And we are here today to teach you how you can make money and own your own land and have your own house. See our sister here, I'm not going to do. No wonder she's just very comfortable. She's not thinking about rent. But some of us here, once it's getting to when you will renew your rent, in fact, if you have 2 or 3 gray hair, they will multiply it to 20. You know, it doesn't work. But thank God for P1 because those things will change. So let's move to the next slide. These are our core value. We are responsible. We are accountable. We are people of integrity. We render excellent service. Excellent service. One of the first things that got my attention in P1 was, you know, in each of the affiliates that I get to, you know, there is something you know, if no matter the kind of client that you bring to that place, if that person at the end of the day didn't buy, he doesn't have the money. You know, there are some clients that once they get into any of our affiliates, if the person, in fact, one of my downline brought a client that said he wants to buy half plots. When the man got to the head office, the man bought a full plot. That was heritage plot when it was selling for 18 million. The man said, that what he saw here wowed him to compare with what he sees in other affiliates. So our core value is that we are people of, we are accountable, we are responsible people, we render excellent service, and we are known for our integrity. This 5, arise. Every PBO should have this at the back of his mind, even as you go about your business. Alright? Please handle the slide fast. These are the founders. These are the founders of this great movement. Dr. Austin Osama Omumere and Dr. Jane Omumere. You know, I remember the first day I heard Chairman share his experience before he started this business. I wept like a baby because I know I've never had that experience in life. In fact, it's not something you will even think about experiencing it at all. For more than 2 years, this husband and wife were sleeping from one place to the other. They were practically homeless. They were practically homeless. In the evening, Chairman would say that they would get to a place, to the bus stop. People will be entering buses to where to go to their various destinations. He doesn't even know where to go to. At the end of the day, they will either sleep in a church, or maybe some of the security people, imagine a gate man, they will sit with him there in that small office that they will be there. They will sit down there. And this thing continued for more than 2 years before this great movement was founded by them. So you see, whenever you hear them talk passionately about making home ownership dream a reality, it's because they don't want anybody to go through what they went through. It's a terrible experience for somebody to be homeless. I don't even pray to have that experience in life. So if you know you love anybody here and you don't want that person to go through this, you must make sure, that's why you have to make sure that you talk about this business the way you talk about the gospel. Just like every one of us here, as you move around and you see people, you see anyone that is not born again, you know that this person is heading to hellfire. If the person dies today or if Jesus comes, you will open up your mouth and preach the gospel. That's the same way you should talk about this business. So this is the brief history about them. They were homeless, seeking for 300,000 naira, 300,000 naira to pay a rent, to pay for a flat. Out of this wilderness experience, P1 was vetted, and that is what drives the vision, making home ownership dream a reality for as many people as possible. These homeless couples, sorry, can you go back? These homeless couples were at the time squatting from place to place. Okay, I've talked about this. You know, the brand started as P1 Homes, which is at our head office at Shembotedo, with expansion in mind. In 2015, it now started giving birth, and today we have over 17 affiliates all over Lagos. All right. So when the next slide, you will see those affiliates. Some of them, you know, P1 Homes, P1 Edge, P1 Plus, P1 Premium, Haven, and Co. And then continues. You can put your own here. P1 Precious, P1. Put your name. Now you get your mouth too. If you like, close your mouth. I talk. Because what you say is what you get. So it continues. And more affiliates are coming up on a daily basis. That's amazing. That's amazing. Wow. We are the first real estate network marketing company in the world. I said it before. This is the first real estate network marketing in the world. We are not contesting this with any other company. Then the next slide. We made home ownership dream a reality. And just like we said, we introduced network marketing into real estate because of its multi-level compensation system. You know, are the first ever company to incorporate this into real estate globally. We empower people to make an honest living through real estate. And they can acquire affordable properties at zero cost, as well as show them how they can make money and build their own homes. Right now, we operate in over 15 states in Nigeria. We are in Lagos, we are in Ogun State, we are in Oyo, Anambra, and all the states that you are seeing here. So you are free to recruit people from any state in Nigeria, even outside the country. We have people that are in North America, we have people in Australia, we have people in the UK, in Europe, we have people that are in other African countries that are doing this business. I know, by the time we cover the whole of Nigeria, we will move out. Okay, we market property using the network marketing system. You can see it here. When you look at it, this is me. You know, that's why we say that this business is 5 by 5. You know, that's me there. And what I'm expected to do is to bring at least 5 people. I said at least. That doesn't mean that once you bring 5, you will now relax. You bring 5, and then you teach that 5 to do the same. And that's how it keeps going. Let me tell us this. The first person to introduce network marketing in the whole world was Jesus. You know, the Bible said he is the author and the finisher of our faith. So if you want to be successful, you should learn from him, is it not? He introduced network marketing. You know the reason why he came was because when he saw that man he made in his image has sinned and things were not going the way they ought to, what did he do? He decided to come in the form of a man. And when he came, even though he is God, he didn't say, okay, let me do the job alone. What did he do? The very first thing Jesus did was to recruit 12 disciples. His recruitment, that was what, you know, when you read the Bible, it says that he called Peter, call Peter means recruit Peter, recruit. When he recruited Peter, I think he recruited Andrew. Andrew now went and brought Peter. Do you get? His very first apostles were 12. And what did he do? He sat down with these people. He taught them. He taught them every kingdom principle. And when he was done, he sent them forth. They now went out on the first evangelism, won souls and brought those souls. And that's how church is expanding today. Till today, churches still go for evangelism, still win souls and bring them to church. So that's what network marketing is all about. The very first thing you should have at the back of your mind is that you can't do this thing alone. There's a limit to what you can do. Like if you, by the time we get to the ranking aspect of this business, you'll find out that there's a limit to what you can do. You need people to work with. And those people, what you're expected to do is when you bring them in, you teach them. You teach them. These are one of the, this is very, very key in performance. You know, today we are talking about performance. It's very, very key. You have to sit down and teach those people. You have to mentor them. You have to train them. You have to even go out with them. Let them see how you do things. This was exactly what Jesus did. Some of the times he would go out with his disciples. There are some things that they couldn't handle. He will heal that sick person there. And then they will be like, wow, how did you do this? So there are some times you need to go out with those people that you brought in. There are some transactions they want to close. Once you get there, when I was working in the bank, there are some big ticket transactions that when they come to you, after talking with the client, you will tell the client, I'm coming with my branch manager. So the next call, you will come with your branch manager. By the time your branch manager talks, he will tell you, okay, I will bring the regional manager. Sometimes it even involves the MD of the bank if the transactions are maybe in billions. Do you get? So what it simply means is that you can't just do it alone. If you want to go very fast in this business, we can't take away recruitment out of it. And it's not just the 5, you keep recruiting. Because if the church had said, okay, let's stop evangelizing and winning souls, I don't know what would have happened today. Even now, churches are still having programs, still inviting people. So why would you stop? You keep bringing in new people, bring them in, teach them, send them, because there are people in their network that they are the only ones that can reach out to them. Look at the way Pwan is growing today. It's not only GMD and chairman that are doing the whole work. There are so many of us that have not even met the chairman for the first time. But you've heard so much about Pwan, and you so believe this system. Somebody told you about it. Somebody brought you in. So what we are doing here today is we are training you that you should go out and bring in so many people also in your network, and then train them, send them forth, and watch out and see how your team and the level of success that you make in this business. All right, the next slide. The company today, all right, the Pwan Group is the leading network marketing real estate firm in the world. We have empowered a lot of entrepreneurs and network marketers in the field of real estate throughout Nigeria and beyond. We are also focused on being a leader in the area of corporate social responsibility by extending helping hands to our immediate community and beyond. We have made thousands of people whole owners through our highly flexible business model. We now have estates and operate in over 14, right now it's over 14 states in Nigeria. We have commenced building in some of our estates. In fact, by the middle of this year, some of our affiliates, their buildings will be ready for people to move in. And I know of P1 Haven, P1 Plus, and P1 Pro. We have Majestic from P1 Premium. A lot of buildings are going on in so many of our estates that by the middle of this year, so many of those buildings will be ready for people to move in. We have taken many of our deserving members on several all-expense-paid trips abroad. We have given brand new cars to deserving. In fact, it's not even longer in news today. Cars, the way P1 gives cars, they make cars look like Akara. Last year December, we gave I think about 12 or 13 cars. Last year was Corona pandemic, right? So many businesses folded, so many people lost their jobs. Meanwhile, in December alone, P1 gave over 12 cars to deserving partners. And the reason why we didn't travel last year was because of the travel ban. If not, there's no single year that P1 does not embark on at least 4 to 5 trips. All expense-paid trips. And those trips is not something you should plan, you should even wish to miss. When I came to Pwan, because when I was working in the bank, as bankers now during holiday, you just look for, you have a travel allowance, you take yourself out to any country that you want if you have the visa. That of all the places that I've gone to, I end up staying in people's homes. You look out for friends that will support you. It doesn't matter how inconvenient that place is. Forget the fact that sometimes you just come out and take pictures, photos. But let me tell you, when you travel with P1, they put you in five-star hotel. You don't need to be looking for where to. Maybe it's where they pack children's clothes. They say that's the only room. Because when you look at your pocket, if I'm to pay for a hotel, do you know how much? When you look at the hotel, you pay for how many days, maybe 2 weeks, or 3 weeks, or 1 month you're staying. You just say, please, let me come and stay here. Then the moment you come out, you look for a very fine place and pose and take, you will say, hey, Precious traveled to US. You will just be posing. But you will tell everybody every other experience, and you won't tell them where you stay. It is amazing the way P1, P1 treats their deserving partners as kings. So our travel trips is something you should not even pray to miss. The next slide. This is our first ambassador. In P1, we have people we call ambassadors. She is the first ambassador, Ambassador Jeremy. And what P1 does is that our ambassadors, you know who a brand ambassador is, right? Our ambassadors, P1 gives them brand new car. I said brand new car. Say it, brand new car. Some of us are not talking because of the face now. Brand new car, not motor. Means chala tear rubber. It's not the one that when you get to a place, they will wait and then push it. No, this one is brand new. She got the brand new car. She as the first brand ambassador. And since then, we've been having so many of the ambassadors. This is Ambassador Tosin. Right now, that's her husband. Please, can you go back? That's her husband. Today, they are the MD and CEO of P1 Staff, the owners of Pinnacle that you've been hearing. So she was once, they were partners like you, and today they are MD and CEO, MD and ED. So this is Ambassador Wefi. He is now the MD of P1 Heritage. This is Ambassador Ebere. She's our star ambassador in 2017. There were 5 then, but that were ambassadors then, but she topped them up. So that's why she's the star ambassador. She's our star ambassador. And then this is Ambassador Vera. She was the lady I told you that was training the first day I came to P1. She's the ED of P1 Premium. today, an ex-banker. And then this Ambassador Sweet Season, Mr. Chibuzo Anukanti, he is the MD of Pwan Bazaar. Ambassador Chinedu, he is my upline, he's my great-grandfather, my grandfather. He brought the lady that introduced me into this business. He became an ambassador through recruitment. Hello?
Hi.
He became ambassador through recruitment. So have it at the back of your mind because we are going to talk more about it. Yes. The next slide. This is Ambassador Inyola. He is now the MD of P1 Edge. Ambassador Inyola. Then the next one. This Ambassador Priska, the Superstar Ambassador for 2018. She served for 2 years. And then the next slide. Okay, Superstar Ambassador for P1 Plus. That's Ambassador Funke Kehinde. That's the same 2018. And then this is our sitting ambassador. Isn't she pretty? Very, very beautiful. Ambassador Antonia Chinelo Obodo. She became ambassador through recruitment. She became ambassador through recruitment. She can recruit for Africa. Yes. And you know, because our business, and this is the card I was given to her. This Hyundai Creta 2020. Hello? 2020. Are you surprised? 2020. That was given to her. This is just amazing. She became ambassador through recruitment. All right, the next slide. Okay, these are the all expense paid trips that we had. We had in P1 in 2013. This 2017 in Dubai. 2019 in Dubai. Same 2019. Just see the number of people that this one was in London. And what P1 does is that if you qualify for any of those trips, they will help you in processing your visa. You get your visa, everything. All you need to do is just carry your bag from your house, get to the airport, enter plane, get to your destination. When you get there and come down, there's already a vehicle waiting for you to pick you and drop you in your hotel. This is London 2018. Then USA. You know, some of us say, I've been trying to get visa to US. They say, you must have this, you must have this. These are the number of people that P1 took to this. You know, this was when I came to P1. And one of the things that blew my mind concerning this trip was because I know of Eric Warren. How many of us know Eric Warren? Can I see your hand? I know Eric Warren, okay? I know about him. He's my friend in Facebook. I follow him. I read most of his books. You know, and I know that he usually organizes a program called GoPro every December. As of this 2018, to register for that program alone was $800. To register for this program, that's 2018. To register for it alone was $800. And then you will now get the visa and then pay for your tickets, get a hotel in New York. New York City is the most expensive city in US. It's just like somebody saying, I'm coming to Nigeria and I'm coming to Lagos, and of all places in Lagos on the island. When I mean island, island has it has levels. So to get a hotel in New York City is very expensive. And people start planning for this program maybe 6 months before the time, so that you will get a hotel, get every other necessary thing that you need. But you can't imagine a company that took over 15 people to this all-expense paid trip, got visa for them, put them in a 5-star hotel, and each person was staying in a room. Because I remember that there was this Kelechi, this young man here. You know, then I was just new in P1. Every day he will be in his hotel room, he will pose, do a live video. You know, I said, why is this guy terrorizing? So I made up my mind. I said, the next time Pwan will be going for GoPro, I have to be there. You know, one of the things that pained me last year, because I know that one of the things that Pwan wanted to do was to take us for that GoPro conference last year. But because of the COVID, we couldn't. That was one thing that each time I remember it about last year, it pains me. But there is still opportunity. Pwan took over 15 people to GoPro conference and brought them back. Meanwhile, majority of the people that came to that program paid for themselves. And mind you, this is aside the commission that you've gotten from your sales, the indirect commission that you have enjoyed from your downlines. This is even aside from the referral bonus that you got when you refer people into the business. There are so many ways to earn in this business. And at the end of the day, the company will take you to a place like US. As so many of us have been dreaming, fasting, praying, asking God for an intervention. This is the time of grace. Wow. Then this is Partners Retreat in Accra, Ghana. That was 2019. I think we are over 100 and something that went for this conference. So when we got to Ghana, the Ghana people, they knew that Nigerians came. The hotel that we stayed in, they knew that Nigerians really came, and we meant business. From the airport, come and see the reception. You know, it was just amazing. It blew my mind. You know, it was. In fact, I was like Peter. I said, "Can we build 3 tents here? Let's not even go back again." It was just an amazing experience. I'm here to see a company that sponsors. You know, I'm here to see a real estate company that sponsors this number of people to an all-expense trip. And we are just 8 years. We are just 8 years. And aside from all these other things that you have to enjoy, we have what we call performance bonus. I know that performance bonus is something that the only company I know that usually pays it is in the bank. They call it profit share. I don't know, is there anybody here that has worked in the bank? Okay. Because most banks are not making profits now. So but then, it is something that we look forward to in January. If you see bankers like this, you know, December, that after paying you 13 months and all that, as you're eating, you know that by January, you are, in fact, first week in January, the thing will just hit your account. You get? So when I came into this company, and I heard them talk about the first convention I attended, I heard them talk about performance bonus. I was like, wow. After they've paid these people their commission, they've taken you on all expense pay trip, people that qualified for cars, they got cars, and other incentives. They now had to give you this. This was in 2017. This man, Mr. Joseph, got 972,000. This 972,000 is somebody's annual salary. Somebody got it after enjoying so many other incentives. And then let's go on. This was Kehinde, Madam Funke Kehinde, 2-point-something million. 2-point-something million. And this was last year. See me up there. Because, you know, after 2019, I told myself, I said, from this day forward, that's why it's very important what you say with your mouth. Do you get? I told myself, I say from this year forward, as long as Jesus has not come, till Jesus comes, any time, any year that Pwan is doing this performance bonus, my name must be there. I said it and I'm working towards it. Do you get? So it was amazing. In fact, the day these alerts entered my phone, you know, on 12th of March last year, they called us and gave us this. After about 2 weeks, one day, you know, I wasn't even expecting any money that day. I just hear ping, ping. Hi! My mood changed. My mood changed. You know, Pwan business, they sweet. So many. And this year, in our convention this year, GMD has said it several times, some people will be going home with over 2 million on this performance bonus. In the course of this training, I will tell you what you need to do to enjoy this performance bonus. The next slide. The evolution of the business model. When the P1 brand started in 2012, many people got empowered through the system who were referred to as independent business development executives, generally known as consultants and partners. You know, before now, we were known as consultants and partners, but today, because we are selling a timeless product, land is a timeless product, you know, that we believe we will stay with you for generations and keep. I told you, my grandfather died in 1960, but till today, his great-grandchildren are still enjoying what he acquired before 1960. Once you are his child, anybody from MAFUNAYA's lineage, once you get to 18 years and you are a male, you'll be given a plot of land. The female, they you know, so it is a timeless product that we are selling that will stay with you for generations and keep you together, and also help you bring the desire of becoming a homeowner to reality. So because of this, now instead of answering consultants and partners, we are now known as P1 business owners. There is something it does for you. It gives you that sense of belonging. Hello? You know, it's the name you call your cat or your dog. That's what it enters. That's what it answers. Now you are known as P1 business owner. What it simply means is that you should own this business. Take ownership of it. Whoever referred you into this business, don't sit down and be saying, my upline doesn't put me through. Let me tell us about myself. The lady that introduced me into this business, her name is Sister Shade. We met in church because I teach in foundation school in my church. So after one of the days that we thought, that was when I left banking, I was just looking for what to do. So that day we were just going home. She said, Precious, what do you do? I told her that I just left banking, that I'm thinking of what to do. She said, okay, that can you come to our office? I said, what do you people do? She said, land. I said, please. I said, land. She said, and we use network marketing. I said, you have even spoiled the whole thing by calling network marketing. I'm not interested. She talked. I wasn't showing any interest. So, but one thing she did was that she kept on texting me, she kept on calling. Each time we see, she said, Precious, why not just attend the training? Why not just attend the training? So one of the Tuesdays, I came to her head office just like the way you are sitting here looking at me. And when I was coming, she told me, come with 1,650. That once you register with 1,650, we will teach you how to make money in this business. So as I was coming that day, I came with 1,650 to register. And in my mind, I said, once I register, I will tell her, don't cross your boundary again. I've registered, so leave me alone. That was what I had at the back of my mind. Then when I came, and I heard the opportunities here, I told myself, I said, this thing works. If this thing is working for people, all I need to do is to learn. You know, when you are shown a business opportunity, don't just push it out. The very first thing you should do, your response matters. Always be positive minded. Because let me tell you, for me, I'm a Christian and I believe I'm a child of predestination. Nothing happens to me by accident. So when opportunities like this come to you, first of all, what you should do is accept it and then learn how it works. Because it's working. People are making living out of this. We have PBOs here that their children are schooling abroad. You know, dollar now is about 400-something thousand, 400-something naira. It has even gotten to, I think as of yesterday, it was 470 or 485. But we have some of our partners that their children are schooling abroad, and they are paying their children's school fees through this business. So what are you talking about? We have people in doing this business that have built their own home. At least I know two very close to me that where they are living today, they built it through the money they made in this business. When I mean house, it's not anyhow house. I mean correct duplex that is like a palace. It's the money they made from this business. You know, so when I came that day and I heard this, what did I do? I came out of the training and I went to her and I shook her. She said, you like it? I said, I love it. She said, okay, come and register. I said, no, I'm not going to register with 1,650. She said, why? I said, I want to register. Then we were registering with 37,650. I told her, I said, I want to take this business serious. I know that bringing out that money then was difficult for me as someone who was not working, but I told her I want to challenge myself. Each time I remember that I invested this kind of money, I would take the business serious. So she thought I was joking. I went home. On Thursday, I came back with 37,650 and I registered. Do you know what? On Sunday that week, I got to church. I now went to her. I said, okay, now I've registered. Then how do I, you need to teach me the job. She said, oh, I'm sorry, I'm even relocating to Canada. Sorry, to UK on Monday. I said, what do you want me to do? That is because of you. She said, Precious, the Pwan have trainings, you know the day we have trainings. You know, what did I do? Every Tuesday, every Thursday, every Saturday, then I don't miss training. Let me tell you, even till today, I don't do the trainings. There's something our pastor told us. We are products of many meetings. Don't ever get to a level that you will start seeing training as, is it not the same thing they've been telling me they are saying? They are going to say them. My father told us, he said, the moment you stop learning, you start dying. Because the same way God makes his word new every morning, in any time you attend a training, you will hear something that will inspire you and you will improve in your performance. So register it at the back of your mind that you should not joke with trainings. This was what helped me. I didn't have an upline, that's what you can call it. Because she registered me and traveled. But I kept coming for training. And today, within a space of 1 year, I grew and I became a senior partner level 1, level 2. As in, I brought in 30 partners under me. That was when we were doing partners. Then, in P1. The very first person I registered in this business, because when I came in initially, I tried to sell up, but I was seeing everybody selling up. I said, I want to sell. First week, second week, no sales. I said, I need to get back this money I put into this business. And I said, okay, since the business is all about network marketing, that I can talk to people. I started talking to people about the business opportunity. I started with my customers when I was working in the bank. So I went to one of them. He told me he's not interested in buying land. I said, okay, I have a business opportunity that we can make money through us. He said, how does it work? I told him. And this young man registered. He registered the second week I came into the business. He registered as a partner then with 37,650. I didn't know that immediately this man registered. The next day, he made sales. I was still busy running around, recruiting. He didn't even tell me he made sales. A week later, I got an alert that as a banker, I've never gotten it. I'm not ashamed to tell you this. I worked in the bank for 8 years. And the highest salary I received before I left banking was 250. 250. In fact, I started with 80,000 and then moved to 120 and then 250. You know? But I received an alert that I've never gotten aside from immediately I got the alert, I carried my phone straight to head office. I said, these people, they want to put me into trouble. Why would they mistakenly transfer money? I didn't make any sales. In fact, even I go to the account or department, there's one lady there, I know it's her name. That's how we became friends. I said, why would people make this kind of mistake? It's very expensive. She said, what happened? I said, how can you pay me $450? I didn't make any sales, and I'm just new in this business. And you want to test whether I'm a person of integrity. And do you know one amazing thing? She was just looking at me laughing. I said, I'm serious about this. Please give me the account number. Let me transfer back this one. She said, Precious, you didn't make sales. Then you brought in so and so person. I said, He said, the person made sales. I said, so this is 5%. She said, yes. If you see me shout at the head office that day, I said, what? I started shouting. I had to call the young man. I said, did you make any sales? He said, yes. I said, are you aware they paid? He said that the account number he gave them, he doesn't receive SMS. I said, please check the account. Go and check the account. When he saw his own, then people were paying 20%. If I got 450, so which means he got 1 point. 450 times 4 times. No, 450. He got 1. Okay. You know, when immediately he saw it, she said, "Precious, where are you?" I said, "I'm at the state. Take the next available vehicle and find yourself in my office." That day, he registered 5 partners in his office. I'm telling you the simple truth. He said, "Just his office is at Ikoyi." He said, "Just get to my office right now." Immediately I got there, he went to 5 of his colleagues, told them, they registered immediately. He became a senior partner 1 immediately that same day. You know, so that singular experience was the driving force behind my recruitment. So that's why in this business, don't just concentrate on selling land. Because if you're doing that, you're shooting yourself at the leg. I showed us the picture of our city ambassador. She became ambassador through recruitment. I got my first money in P1 through recruitment 3 weeks after I joined the business. And you can imagine. So that was why within 1 year I became a senior partner level 1, level 2, because I was running like a mad person. It's just amazing. So you have to take this business serious, own it. That's why it's called P1 Business Owners. Don't be waiting for P1 to do flyer for you. Some people will come to the office, they will say, you people don't have flyers again. Why are you not giving flyers? You go and, because it's your own business right now. The company has provided everything that you need. The office is there. Take your client to any of our office. The client will be so confident in us. If you want to go for inspection, come to any of the affiliates. They will take you with their vehicle. They are not asking you for money. So what else again do you want? They've taken off that stress from you. So own the business and run it as your own. Alright, the next slide. Then this PBO started last year, May. You know, when I heard about PBO, the very first time I heard it, that was during the lockdown. I didn't even know what it means. I didn't understand it very well. But I just told myself, I said, since it's GMD that brought this, I will start. Because I know where it's going to lead me to. You know, so that's why it's important, as you're hearing about this business opportunity, don't start to analyze and start asking yourself some questions. Just start. Just start. In the course of the business, you will learn. When I started working in the bank, I didn't study banking and finance. I didn't study marketing. What I studied in school was linguistics. I majored in English. So I didn't even have anything to do with marketing. But since that was the only job available, I started. In the course of the job, I learned. So just avail yourself the opportunities that we have here to learn. And before you know it, you will see how you're growing in this business. P1, what is P1 Business Owners? As a pioneer in the real estate industry and following our vision of making home ownership dream a reality, P1 Group designed this program for her members to begin their journey towards owning their own property. You know, when I was talking initially, I told us that some of us then were like signboard, pointing people to Ibejuleki, telling people about so many things happening in Ibejuleki, but you don't have even a plot of land there. You don't even have one. Even the cheapest one that was selling for 600, 700, you don't have it. Meanwhile, people have bought lands of millions. You have earned commissions in millions from the company. Now, the company now brought out this program, which is designed for you to become a proud owner of a land or a house ranging from 1.5 million to 60 million, depending on your capacity. And we have give you a period of time, 2 to 5 years, to finish paying, and that land or the house become yours. Please, can we clap for Pwan? You know, a company that has their partners at heart, so that at the end of the day, we won't finish selling all the lands at the Ibejuleki, and you're telling your children, now we sell Ibejuleki. But children will ask, okay, Daddy, where is your plot? You say, actually, God forbid. All right. The next slide. The program gives you the liberty to choose the best payment suitable for your budget and work with it. You know, it also gives you the liberty to choose the location you want your house or your land to be. We have various locations in Nigeria, and you can choose from any of these locations. Interestingly, if you do not want any of the locations, you can choose where you have land. Like you might say, okay, I have land in a particular place. I don't want the one that Pwan has. Once you finish paying, Pwan will come to that your land and use that your money to develop for you. If you paid for 50, if it's 15 million that you paid, they will build a 15 million naira house in that your land. Hello? Am I communicating? So we made this very flexible for people. Right now we are in over 16 states in Nigeria. So you are free to choose from any of those locations. But if you don't want it, you have your own land. When you are done paying, we will come to that your land and develop it for you. That's amazing. That's the beautiful part of it. Let's continue. A member of the Pwan groups that starts his or her own business by first subscribing for a land on a house. You know, before now, if you are registering as a partner, you register with 37,650. But now, hello, if you're registering, what you will register with is 52,650. In that 52,650, a minimum of deposits that you have to make, initial deposit that you have to make for either your land or your house is 15,000. Please, is there any company you know that sells land that will tell you to come and subscribe for a house and pay 15,000 naira? Is there anyone? The Pwan made it possible for us that you can subscribe for that 15 or 60 million naira house with a minimum initial deposit of 15,000, and they will give you 2 to 5 years to pay up. This will show you that the company really wants you to have your own land or to have your own house. So right now, that's why if you're coming on board right now, you come in with 52,650 as a classic BBO. 52,000. It's not too much. For goodness sake, it's an investment. You know, first and foremost, what I want you to take off the back of your mind is when you hear the figure. Do you get? If not, I repeat that very first day I came, I registered that business with 1650. The moment that lady told me that she has relocated, what do you think would have happened to that business? I would just say, 1,650, they should take it. And that's how I would have missed out. But thank God, I took that step. I paid, because each time I remember 37, I said, no, I must get back this money. Because there is something I need to do to get it. I said, each time I come here, they will be showing us in the slide, people that joined this business, how they made it, how they even took people. I know how much I've spent traveling each time I want to embark on any trip outside the country. I know how much in fact, I start planning for it from January. I'll be saving and saving and saving and saving before the trip. And then this one, the company will do it for you free of charge. So I just told myself, this thing has to work. It has to work. So why am I saying this? Make up your mind today that you have to start it and start it right. Start it. Tax yourself. If it means to deprive yourself of some things that you are using to stock the house, do it. What I did was that when I registered, because I registered in February, my rent was due on that February. So I took money from my rent. And the money I wanted to pay to renew my rent, I took money from my rent and I registered. So that was why I worked so hard. And you know what? The Bible said that God is a rewarder. It's not just for people that diligently seek Him. God rewards every diligence. God saw my heart. That same February was when I made my downline made that sales. And I got back the money and I paid my rent effortlessly. So please, make up your mind. Don't say, let me just start with 160. Some people will even tell you, let me wait till I make sales. You are not serious. I'm sorry to say this. Let me wait till I have somebody that wants to buy. You will now quickly come and say, PH back. Hey, you people should please approve. The client wants to make payment. Don't do that. Don't put yourself or anybody under pressure. Instead, what you should do is, if you have have that money. There's something, one illustration Mr. Mike usually gives us if he comes to train. He will say that I have a car I want to give out now. And I want to give it out to somebody, to about 3 people. He said, if you know you will take very good care of this car, come out. Come and see the way people will rush out. Those people that rushed out to collect car, that they will take care of it, which is a liability. When you tell them, bring out 37, you say, I don't have the money. Then you can take care of a car. Do you know what it means to take care of a car? Then you won't have 37,650 to pay them. So I am telling you now, if you really know within your heart that this year 2021 will not pass you by without you getting that desired car, without you being at the edge of finishing paying for that house, start today. With 52,650, subscribe for a land or a house. Don't sell what you don't eat. Please, don't sell what you don't eat. It's very easy. And then, what are the benefits of being a PVO? You earn PVs. When we talk about PVs, PV is the currency in P1, and PV means point value. I want to talk to us about one of the estates that we have today in the market. How many of us have heard about flourish cities? I've heard about flourish cities. Let me see your hand. Let me tell you, flourish cities. We have flourish cities in Asaba. We have flourish city in Oka, Calabar, Enugu, Umuahia, Bini, Uyo, Owerri, Lagos, and Bayelsa. This is the only estates in P1 that when you sell, you don't just get commission, but you get PVs. What did you hear me say? This is the only estates in P1 that when you sell it, you will get commission and you will also get PVs. You will see why it's important for you to earn that PV. Every point value accrued is translated to cash in P1. Every point value you accrue is translated to cash. 50% of that money is paid into your home ownership account, and 50% of it is paid into your bank account. For some of us that are into network marketing, you know the importance of PV. PV is key to any qualification that you're doing. I can see you smiling. So you understand what I'm saying to you? All right. And then you choose the... Hello? Can you hear me? Okay, you choose the location of your house, of the land. We said it before. You can subscribe for home ownership for your own children. You can subscribe for your children also with this. And then you can choose to pay monthly. Okay, you can choose to pay monthly, bi-monthly, or quarterly. You can be paying monthly. What our advice here is, you can put something like a standing instruction in the bank that every month they should be debiting you so and so amount of money. And I want to clarify something here. You know, when we talk about the minimum initial deposit of 15,000 naira for a land worth 1.5 or a house worth 15 million to 60 million, don't think that if you are just paying 15,000 every month, at the end of that 2 years of the money will now double to 60 million. No, we will teach you how that works. Because some people, most times when you tell some people, say, hey, so you mean if I'm just paying 15,000, at the end of the month I will get a house of 15 million, and it doesn't work that way. But what I'm saying is that you can put a standing instruction in the bank and tell them, be debiting my account on so and so amount of money. So you can do that monthly, you can do that quarterly, you can do that by monthly. Then, these are the 12 ways you can earn income as a P1 business owner. We have direct recruitment bonus. That's the one when you recruit someone. Like right now, if you recruit someone with 52,650, the company pays you 11,520 naira. Hello? You recruit someone with 52,650. The company pays you 11,250. And then, if someone now said, okay, I don't want the home ownership one, I just want to register and be selling land for P1, and the person registers with 37,650, the company pays you 7,200. Can you see it there? And then we have indirect recruitment bonus, which is 5,750. Like if I'm the one that brought him in, the company pays me 11,520, and then he now brings her in. When she comes in, the company pays him 11,520 and pay me from that her registration. The company pays me 5,716 naira. Do you see that money that the person even, the company is sharing everything to the PBOs. And then we have direct sales commission now, which is 5% to 10%. Right now, because there's a change coming up on this, I think effective from this month, for PBOs that registered with 52,000, it's not 10%, right? Yes. It's not from the company, it's the Lagos State government that gave that order, and we are law-abiding citizens. So right now, what we pay now is 10% to partners on any land in Lagos. But if you sell any land outside Lagos, and you know, we are so blessed, we have lands outside Lagos. In fact, I'm yet to see a real estate company that has as many lands outside Lagos as we have. We are in fact, do you know that Pwan even have an estate in my village? Hello? Pwan, in fact, the day I saw it, I told my dad, I said, we are now in my village. So we are everywhere. So sell any of the lands that we have outside Lagos, you have 15%. But if it's in Lagos, you have 10%. Then it also affected the indirect commission. So the indirect commission, assuming I brought him in and he made the sales, I'm supposed to get 5% before now. But if the land he sold is in Lagos, what I will now get is 2.5%. Then the person that brought me in will get 1.5%. Then my grand upline will now get 1%. Because that 5% they now have to share it amongst the people that brought you in. And the reason why we are doing this is because P1 is the first real estate company to introduce network marketing. Other companies, you can even go and make your inquiries. They say, please, we don't want any success team, any team, just go sell, we'll pay you, we are not interested. The P1 said no, we won't just leave our people like that because they are the ones that brought in this ones. So right now, that's the way it works. So we have what we call direct sales commission, and we have indirect sales commission in 3 levels, which is 2.5%, 1.5%, and 1%, including Flourish City and other states. Remains 5, 3, and 2. Other states. Then we have what we call center recruitment bonus. This is for PBOs that have centers. Center recruitment bonus. These are 12 ways that you can earn through our P1 business owners. We have center sales. If you have a center and people are registered in that your center, if they make sales, I think the company pays 1% of it to the center. And then we have PBO monthly performance bonus. We have the annual performance bonus. So I'm so looking forward to this year's zone in March when we're doing our convention for me to go and collect my check. And then we have PBO PV bonus. We have PBO Elite and VIP bonus. For you to be at a PBO Elite, you will register with a minimum of 150,000. 150,000 plus the 37,650. That's 187,650. Then the VIP, you register with a minimum of 1.5 million. And there was something GMB broke down for us this year that was just very interesting for me. You know, because if you check, I GMD's passion. She wants people to hit a particular rank this year. No, let me just take it gradually. By the time we get there, you understand what I'm saying now. But she told us that if you can register a VIP every month from now till December, you will hit that level, that diamond level. A VIP is someone that registers with a minimum of 1.5 million. Do you know it's possible? Anybody who is subscribing for a house, worth 15 million or 16 million, you know, most times we will just get to them and tell them, just pay 52,000, you will start. That's why most times some of them will not even listen. They won't take you serious because they will just be saying, house 52,650. Is this real? You will now start explaining. But if you can sell this VIP package to them, they will key into it immediately. And by the time you have a VIP every month, by the end of this year, you will hit that diamond. We are getting there. Then we have manager or leadership bonus, and then we have director's bonus. So through these 12 ways, you can earn in P1. So this is the model. You bring 5, and then you teach your 5 to bring their own 5. When we each bring our 5, we grow faster and we grow together. That's PBO. That's what PBO is. You bring your own 5, and I bring my own 5. We grow faster. Let's keep moving. How to make money using the point value system. He said every time you recruit a PBO, you earn point value. Anytime you recruit a PBO, you earn a point value. We will soon break it down for you. Then every time a PBO recruited by you subscribe for her home ownership, you still earn PV. And then every time a PBO recruited by you does make his or her monthly deposit, you make your point value. Hello? So do you know that if you subscribe for a house of 30 million and you have so many people that are under you who subscribe for theirs, at the end of the day, you will end up not paying up to 30 million. Because their payments, every time they make payments, it generates PV for you, and that PV will translate into cash. You heard when we said it, right? So if you have so many people in your team that are recruiting people also, and they are making their monthly payment or their quarterly payment, each time they make those payments, it yields PV for you. And this PV, the company translates it to cash, and they will pay it into your housing wallet. All right? So let's move on. Illustration. Assuming you recruit 5 PVOs who also do the same, this is what will happen in your business in 8 months or years or any time in between. You can see starting with this level, when you recruit someone with 52,650, you get 35 PV. And that 35 PV is 420 naira. Can you see it? So anytime, you can imagine anytime anybody in your team pays up to that amount, it gives you 35 PV. As the PV is building, and then you can imagine when you sell any of these flourish cities. Like, okay, check out here. The flourish city Lagos is 3,775,000 if the client is paying on outright. When you sell a plot, you get 2,500 PV. So it's even easier for you to generate more PV by selling flourish city. Then we have the one in Oka. The one in Oka is 3 million, 2 something. That one is 2.4. And then so on and so forth. So please, before you leave, how many of us have this flyer? Or you have the soft copy? Hello? Are we not in any group? Please make sure you get this flyer today. It will help you. It will help you a lot. Okay, the next slide. This is the breakdown. Please, there's something very important I want to let us know, even as we continue in this training. First and foremost, I want to ask us, how many of us here, you've written down the target of what you want to achieve this year? Let me see your hand. I've written down the target of what I want to achieve this. Let me see. Let me tell you, success is not by accident. It doesn't just happen, hey, I just wake up and suddenly, you know, most times when we read the story of Joseph, that Joseph from prison to palace, you think it's just that it happens. It's not true. That young man, when he was sold as a slave, that time he was in Potiphar's house, even when they ended up taking him to the prison, he was undergoing training. His eyes was still on that vision he had when he told his brethren that he saw everything bowing down to him. He didn't lose focus. He did not lose focus. And that was why the Bible kept saying, and the Lord was with him. He didn't lose focus. He had a vision. You can't say, I have a vision for 2020, and you didn't write it down. So the very first thing that you just have to do for yourself today is write out your vision. How many sales do I want to make this year? That this year, 2021, for me, I've already set a target for the sales I want to make. So let me share it with you so that you guys will understand what I mean. For this year, as a team, in my team, I told my team members that this year we have a sales target of 1 billion naira sales target. From January to December 2021, we have 1 billion naira sales target. So I now ask everybody, what's your take there? For me, I took 50% of it. And when I took that 50% of it, I had to divide it by 12 months. I had to divide it by 12 months. That on every month, this is the number of sales I have to make, which is about approximately 42 million every month. And so every day, that's why, in fact, anywhere Pwan is having training or we're doing this, I have to be there because I have to learn things that will make it work fast. I have to deliver this. I just have to. Because in that target, we are the financial obligations I have for this year. And I must meet each and every one of them. And at the same time, I have my recruitment target. I told myself that every month in this year 2021, I will recruit a minimum of 5. In January, I did 6. Out of that 6, 3 was 52,650, and then 1,653. That's what I did in January. But now, because the target I had is that 52,650 has to be 5. So I've carried over to February. So this month I have 7. So I'm telling you what, this is what I've resolved to do this year, and I'm working with it. I wrote it down, I pasted it on, in fact, yesterday night, I woke up around 2 to ease myself. When I saw that target, the sleep disappeared. I went into the sitting room, I started speaking in tongues. In my church, we speak in tongues a lot. I had to speak, because it's something I know, it has to take God for that thing to be accomplished. 500 million naira only this year. And I would do it. I would do it. I've already told myself, look at something like signature. A plot, if I sell a plot in signature, I've reduced the 40-something million. I'll just look for maybe 5 million, 3 million naira. I've completed that month. We have a Hosanna Garden, 15 million. If I sell 3 of it, I've met my target for the month. And then we have so many other estates. And then for the recruitment side of it, I told myself I'm going to use Flourish City to achieve so much in the network aspect of it. In as much as I'm working in the sales aspect of it, the network aspect of it, this Flourish City, I'm going to use it. I'm going to sell it because the PV there does not have part 2. So please, I want to beg on us, first and foremost, put down your targets, write it down, define it, and work with it. And then what you have to do is that you have to make sure that on a daily basis, you define the way you have to do, what to do to make these things happen. First and foremost, I told us that you don't have to work alone, you have to work with a team. So what it simply means is that you have to recruit people. Somebody brought you into the business, go and bring other people. Work with those people, teach them what you're being taught today, and then put it to work. Alright? Because why it's important to work with as a team is that there are some times you might not make a sales, and your team member makes sales. You get paid. You know, it keeps, you need money to fuel your car, you need money to pay all these small bills and other things, depending when you make your own sales. So don't overlook the aspect of network marketing. It's very, very key. And I have told us, make use of this Floricity for your PVs. You can imagine if you sell 3 or 4 plots of Floricity Lagos. Do you know how many PV you will get? 7,500 PVs. Then convert it to cash. And it will be paid into your wallet. Alright, let's move to the next slide. So I have to say this because I don't want us to forget it. Then, this is the growth pattern as a PBO. There are 9 levels. You come in as a P1 business owner when you register with 52,650. And then when you bring in 5 people that register with 52,650, you become an assistant manager. And then, as an assistant manager, you teach that 5 also to bring in their 5. That takes you to manager. But you know, in that assistant manager, you can say, I will do it alone. But let me tell you, there's a limit to where you can go alone. As an assistant manager, when you bring in 30 people, you become a manager. From that manager level, you need your team to grow. Because now we are talking about your legs being balanced. You will see it in the course of the slide. So as a manager, it means that you have 30 PBOs, classic PBOs in your team. You become a manager. And then when you train and get 3 managers, you become a senior manager. Get 3 senior managers, that takes you to Sapphire. You have Emirate, Diamond Director, and the National Director. So let's go so that you see how it works. The next slide. The next slide. So level 1, you sign up. That's 1. And then move on. This is the assistant manager. You recruit 5 PBOs. How many of us here have 5 PBOs? I have 5 PBOs now. Please, can we clap for these assistant managers? You have to clap now. It's not easy. So clap for them. When you clap for other people will clap for you. Then from now, when they now train these 5, and these 5 were able to get their own 5, you become a manager. When you have 5 assistant managers. 5 assistant manager is someone that have 5 classic PBOs recruited by you, makes you an assistant manager. So when you have these 5 assistant managers in your team, you move on to manager level. Alright? Then, as a senior manager, you develop 5 managers. When you develop 5 managers, you'll be recognized as a senior manager. Then, as a Sapphire manager, you develop 3 senior managers with a cumulative PV of 100,000 in any of his or her 3 pillars. Then, when you get to this level, you will not see why. You know, this one is an Emirate manager. Please, can you go back? Go back to the other slide. Look at the benefits. Please, whenever from here now, just be looking at the benefits. When you become a Sapphire manager, look at the benefits. You get 1.2 million naira paid check from the company. You get a marketing cap value at 1.5 million naira. Can you see it? Huh? Okay, please take it. No, benefit starts here. Yes. The other one, we will recognize you and clap for you. Then from here, the benefit starts. So that's what I'm saying from this slide now. Just be looking at that benefit. 1.2 million naira paid check. And then a marketing cap value 1.5 million when you become a Sapphire manager. Then let's move to the other one. Then as an Emirate manager, you will develop 3 Sapphire managers. When you do that, and then you will have a cumulative of 500,000 PV. That's why I'm saying that getting those PVs is easiest when you sell Flourish City. Hello? Please, it's easiest when you sell Flourish City. You get those periods. And then, those people that subscribe to, when they make their payments, you also get your PV. But if you want to run very fast, sell Flourish City. Then, with a cumulative PV of 500,000 PVs in any level, you become an Emirate manager, and the benefit is that you will have 1.5 million naira cash. Say cash. And then rent subsidy. Why we will give you this rent is because we know you are still paying for your house or your home ownership. So we'll just give you 1.5 million naira to pay. But you know, a house that you're paying 1.5 million, it's not like I don't want to mention some places. But if you're paying 1.5 million in that house, it's worth it. And then have fund of 6 million naira as an Emirate manager. That's interesting. And then look at the Diamond manager. This is the one that GMB said if you recruit a VIP every month for the next 12 months, you will get to this level because of the PV. And then look at it. As a Diamond manager, you will have cumulative PV of 2,500,000 PVs in any level of his or her 3 pillars. Then the benefits. Say the benefits.
The benefits.
House worth 30 million naira. Some of us subscribe for a house worth 30 million naira. And then when you become a Diamond manager, the company will give you a house worth 30 million. Then kitchen and household furniture. You know, for me as a woman, the very first place I always look for is in the kitchen. Kitchen and household furniture worth 10 million naira. That's what you will get. After they're giving you the house, you will now get this. And then a brand new car worth 15 million. That car that a sitting ambassador got was, I think, about either 10 or 12 million naira. So I just use your mind to check a 15 million naira car. And then all expense paid vacation for the family of 6. So the husband, the wife, and their 4 children. It didn't just stop there. The company will give you 6 million naira travel allowance. God bless you, my sister. You know, most times when people even manage to travel, maybe because they let me just travel so that let me use my visa. Let them know that I didn't use the visa. When they travel and they go to mall, they do what we call window shopping. You just be looking at things, but you know you say this thing is fine, but you move by. And then God have mercy on you that you travel with your children. The moment they enter, they will just be picking everything they see there. But you can imagine traveling, going for an all-expense vacation with your family, and you have 6 million naira travel allowance. Let me tell you, if you get there, you just take them to any of these designers mall. Just tell them, pick whatever you want. You know, so it's worth it. Will this happen? It will happen. And let me tell you, me in particular, that day, you will see when they will call fresh or small man, it just happens. It doesn't have a choice. I'm telling you the simple truth. It just has to happen. So this is the kind of mindset I want you to have. It doesn't matter whether it says 2 million something PV. It just has to happen. And once your mind is on it like this, it will happen. Then, a Diamond director, when you develop 2 Diamond managers, you become a Diamond director. The benefits will be personally communicated. You know, when I remember when I was working in the bank, there was one executive director that my bank employed. When this man, you know, those kind of people, when they are coming to work, the bank doesn't call them for interviews, for a chat. No, they'll just call you and say, wait a minute. I say, Belumi, this is what do you have to offer to us? You know, you will now be iterating, I will do this, I will change this one, I will do that. At the end of the day, the company does not communicate this kind of, they don't make it public. You don't can't get it anyhow. So when the company says here that when you become a diamond director, that your privileges will be personally communicated, it means that the group GMD and the chairman will call you for a chat. You know, you saw what the diamond manager got. So you can imagine what this person will get. Will it happen? It will happen. It will happen. The ambassadors before Ambassador Ebere, no, during Ambassador Ebere's time, because that was when Pastor Chinedu, who is my grand upline, came on board. He said that when they qualified for ambassadorship, you know, there was this particular car, the car that the company was supposed to give to them. As when the car was worth 2 million or 2.5. But then, when it was time for them to be given that car, the exchange rate went up. You know, every other company could have said, hey, this is what we plan to do. But you know, because of the exchange rate, because everybody even knew, exchange then was around 500 naira per dollar. You know, we can't go beyond our budget and all that. But do you know what? Because they've already communicated to them the kind of car they want to give them. And because of the increase in exchange rate, it had to double. The company went ahead and bought that car. 5 of them. Do you get? They went ahead and bought that car. So if Pwan says they are going to do this, they will do it. So don't be a doubting Thomas. Just say yes. And tell yourself, it just has to work. You know, I've seen so much happen in this company that, you know, sometimes when I look around, it blows my mind. People walk into this company within a period of 6 months, their life changed. People walked into this company, you know, just seated like you, within a period of 1 year, 2 years, they are executive directors. They have their own affiliates. They have what they live their life the way they want. Courtesy of Pwan, just by saying yes to this business. So don't say I'm too old, I'm too big for it. There was a training we had here, and one of the person that came out to talk to us was a professor from the university. A sitting professor came in contact with this business opportunity and keyed into it. And the thing has changed his life. When you see a professor talking and now recruiting his fellow professors, you know, Donald Trump said, if billionaires do and recommend network marketing, why won't you? Are you a billionaire? So if you are not a billionaire, what he's saying is that if you are not a billionaire, don't condemn network marketing. That if billionaires can do it, then why won't you? Are you a billionaire? So why I'm saying this is that I want you to make up your mind and say, this thing works for people and it's gonna work for me. And I thank God that this training is happening in February, so we are just at the beginning of the year. So much will happen, anything is possible. There is this scripture that I love so much. That's Mark chapter 9, verse 23. If you read it in King James, it says, that man that brought his son for Jesus to heal him. He said, if only you can heal my son. Jesus now said, anything is possible to him that believes. But if you read that scripture in Message translation, it says, if, with question mark. He says, you are saying, if I can do this. He said, there is no if for a Christian, that anything can happen. Anything can happen. All you need is to tell yourself and say, this thing will work for me, and it will work for me. If anybody like me can be talking and doing real estate, every other person can talk and do real estate. Because I never saw real estate as something a woman should do. I thought it's a man's job. I never liked network marketing for anything. But now I'm proud. If you go to any of my social media page, the very first thing you will see there is I'm a network marketing professional. That's the very first thing. And when I now discovered that Jesus was the one that introduced this model, that's the more reason why I should embrace it. And then the company that I'm working with, it has changed the lives of the founders, and it has changed the lives of thousands of people. So why would I be saying something different? Wow. Then when you get to this level 9 as the national director, you will be given this badge and so many other things that follows. Alright, so let's continue. Then this is how you start. You register with 1650, you become an associate PBO. We are not discouraging that, but I'm telling you that you should tell yourself I will do more. You can go on with that. And then annual fee, you pay annual fee of 36,000 naira. This gives you 24 PV when you pay 36,000. So any year that you renew with 36,000, you get 24 PV. Then subscribe towards your home ownership by paying in any of the following. You can either come in with 15,000 naira, or you can come in with 150,000 naira, or VIP, the 1.5 million naira. Then you can then continue to pay in any installment of your choice, either monthly, bi-monthly, or quarterly. And then, when you have at the back of your mind that you also have so many people that are working, and each time those people make payment, it generates PV for them and for you. Whenever they make deposits, it generates PV for them and for you, which will be translated into cash. You, at the end of the day, end up not paying up to that 30 million naira house you subscribe for because of those PVs. That's the beautiful part of this. Then let's continue. This is the account details. Please, you can screenshot it for those of us coming for the first time. Screenshot these accounts. Make a transfer right now. Whoever invited you will send you a link. The link is so user-friendly. It's so user-friendly. It won't even take you up to 2 minutes. You are done with the registration and you will get an automated email from us. Please, let's clap for Pwan. It's so user-friendly. So user-friendly. And then, have you done this? Have you screenshot it? Yeah. Okay, let's continue. Then steps to registering as a PBO. You make your registration payment, just like I said, and then make your initial deposit. When you do that, this is the website. But if you are here, somebody invited you, collect the person's link. How many of us are coming for the first time? This is my first time here. Please lift up your hands very well. Let's appreciate them. Please, can you stand? Let's see you. It's my first time today. Wow. Wow. This is amazing. Please, can we come here? Can we come here? I want us to appreciate these people. Come. You can come to the front here. I'm coming for the first time. Come and meet me here. Wow. These are billionaires, MDs, ambassadors, car qualifiers, house owners, land owners in Pwan. In Jesus' name. Yes, let's clap for them. Every one of us came like this when we started. Just came like this. And today the story is something else. There's nobody that has come in the way you guys came in today that does not have one good story or the other to tell. And I'm telling you today that you took one of the best steps in your life. It's something that will change your life. And I'm so very particular about money. So thank you so much. You are going to do so well. You will do so well. Among you here will have MDs. Yes. You will have your own affiliates. From us here, we'll have ambassadors. You will qualify for trips, for cars. You will take care of your bills. You will share the testimony. You will bring in more people, and the company will keep growing. So thank you so much for coming. Thank you. God bless you. And then, just like I said, please make sure that the person who invited you. Let's say congratulations to them.
Congratulations.
It's not easy. Make sure that you start today. I told us how I did mine. I didn't waste any time. No, don't just say, hey, let me go home and think. There's nothing to think about it. This is not a scam. This is real. Make sure you subscribe today. Start today. If you say, look, I don't have up to that 52,000. So I have one. Start today. Start today. They tell yourself. I have somebody that registered with 1,650 in January. She told me, she said, give me 2 weeks. I will make up that money. And this was just a lady that just finished her NYSC. She said, just give me 2 weeks. And within 2 weeks, she paid the difference. So if your mind is there, it will happen. God will cause that money to come to you.
Amen.
Once your mind is there, and God will cause those clients to come to you. There will be so many people talking to them, but they will come to you. When they see how passionate you are about the business, how you talk about it. And I want you to know that you should not joke with trainings. We meet here every Tuesday by 10, on Thursday and on Saturdays. Make sure that you come here every week. Don't say, is it not the same thing they will say? Keep coming. Keep coming. We are products of many meetings. Today I am here. By Saturday, somebody else will be here. And when you hear from that person, you will add to what you heard. Then make sure that you visit our various affiliates. Go for inspection. See what you are selling. Talk about your business every day. Let me round up with sharing my success story. You know, when I started this business, and I always make sure that I talk about what I do every day. So one thing I want you to know is that you should not decide the day you should post or talk about your business on social media platforms. It has to be every day. One of the things that leads to high performance is consistency. Last year in January, I made a sales that made me qualify as the highest salesperson in 2 different affiliates. And it was one person that bought those products from me. Do you know that this guy, for the past 8 years, would not even say hi? Meanwhile, each time I post things on social media, either in Facebook, he will like it, or in WhatsApp, he's always among the first people to view it. But he doesn't make any comments. One day, he just woke up. He sent a chat to me and said, Precious, can you tell me about this land? He doesn't even live in Lagos, but the land he wants to buy is in Lagos. So immediately he said it. I said, trust me now. My hand was I said, can I call you? He said, no, where I am, I can't talk. I started chatting him. Within a space of 10 minutes, I've told him every basic thing that he needs to know about the land. Why did I know all those things? Because I don't joke with trainings. I don't joke with inspections. So now that you've started, don't joke with trainings. Because anybody that indicated interest by asking you about that land has the money. He's just waiting for you to say something that will make him release that money. So but if you say, I will get back to you, in his mind, you're not serious. Do you get? So within 10 minutes, I finished telling him everything. He now said, okay, send me. Immediately he said, send me the subscription forms. It was like film. You know, I sent him the subscription forms. The next day, he said, I forwarded the subscription forms to the company. I said, which company? Because I can't remember giving him any company email. He said, I went to your website. I checked out the affiliates that owns those properties. I saw their email addresses. So I filled the subscription form and I forwarded it to them. So he now said something that caught me. He said, Precious, don't worry about the referral column. I filled it for you. Do you see how detailed some people can be? He said, don't worry, I filled it for you. I said, okay, no problem. He said, listen, let me tell you, so many people, I have so many friends that have been talking to me about real estate, but I noticed something about you. You are consistent. You are consistent, and I prefer to stay with you. And that was it. He now said, okay, that was in 2nd week in January. He said, I will make payments in March. So in my mind, I was like, I said, okay, you want to buy something in March? You filled form and you submitted. I said, okay. Do you know that on 30th of January, this young man called me and said, I'm in Lagos. Meet me on so and so bank. I went, immediately I got there. They are just talking. The next thing he said, I've done the transfers to the 2 affiliates. Can you please confirm? It was like film. I called the 2 MDs. They confirmed they've seen the alert. And that was it. And I left that. I didn't spend more than 2 hours with him in that bank. Finished everything and I left. And it was just amazing. Okay, I have On several occasions, over 65% of people that buy land from me, they are not in Nigeria, and I don't know them. Somebody will tell them, please call Precious. In fact, there was this particular guy, he's in US. Even when I was waiting for this training, he was chatting with me. He works with Slumberg in US. This guy called me and said, my sister gave me your number that I should, he said, I've not been to Lagos for over 15 years. But that I want to buy land because he studied engineering. He said he has always wanted to work in a refinery. But when he didn't get that opportunity, he now told himself, I will own a land close to refinery. So he said when he talked to the sister said, I have someone. And this is sister, I've been telling her to join the business. She's not even interested. And that was how this young man called me on phone. She just told me, somebody is going to call you from US. He's in US, even though he's in Nigeria, but he will call you with his line on WhatsApp, please speak. I said, okay. I was just in the office, next thing I got a call from him. We spoke for 5 minutes. This guy was so detailed in asking me that the estate he wants to buy, I should tell him the distance from Dangote refinery to that estate. I don't know whether you got it. That I should tell him the distance, how many minutes from Dangote refinery to where the estate is. If I had never gone for inspection, if I had never taken these things into cognizance, I would have messed up. I know that was Ross Heaven. I know that from Dangote to Ross Heaven was 10 minutes. 10 minutes drive. So I told him from this place, it's 10 minutes drive. He said, okay, he was asking me about the landmark and so many other things there. I didn't know that as I was talking to this young man, he was using his Google map. And his Google map was telling him exactly everything I said. This guy bought from 3 different estates from me. 2 here, and 3 here. So you can clap. This was in 2019. Yes, 2019. So this young man, immediately we finished talking, he said, see you tomorrow for inspection. I said, wow. That tomorrow he came. So when he came, we went for inspection. When we got to the Juleki that day, the road, because there was traffic and all that, so it delayed us a little. But then we got to Dangote refinery. I even forgot that I told him from Dangote to that place is 10 minutes. This guy on his time, started checking it. So he took us from there to Dangote refinery about 11 minutes. So when we got there, he said he took it good in his paper. He has one small notepad. He took it good. We went, he saw the land, we came out, we went to another one at Lekki Express Road, we saw everything. So we got home. So when we are going, he said to me, he said, Precious, that anyway, that when we see tomorrow. So I left. So when we got to where he was going, we dropped him to take over. I gave him the subscription forms to those 3 estates, and he left. So the next day, being on a Saturday, he told me that he's coming to the office early in the morning. I now called him. He said that, in fact, I thought about it, I've changed my mind, I'm not interested. And I said, what happened? He said, I'm just not interested. I said, talk to me. Somebody must have poisoned your mind. What happened? So he now started laughing. He said, nobody can do that. He said, Precious, you left me without an option. He came to the office. He met with the MD of Pwan. He now told Dr. Fred, he said, I've never seen anybody as professional as this lady. That was when he now brought out his book. I started showing him that the day we spoke, what I told him, he wrote it down, and Google Map told him. He said, and I went to the site, that was exactly what I saw. Till today, this guy and his friends cannot think about buying land in Lagos without me. In fact, that his cousin. One other thing I also want you to know is that in this business, don't be selfish. That his cousin that referred him to me. When that sales came through, she didn't even call, she didn't even ask anything, she was just there. What I did was at the moment that sales came and I was paid, I shared the money 50-50. I just called and said, give me your account number. She gave me her account number and I transferred them. When she got the alert, she came to the office the next day and registered. But you know that till tomorrow, whenever this guy wants to buy land, it's me he calls. It's me. If he has his friends, he will tell them, he will give them my number. So why am I saying this? You know, in our core value, we say we are responsible people. We are people of integrity. You know, we render excellent service. You know, I told myself, I said, when I was working in the bank, it's the same savings account, current account, and loan that every bank gives. So why would somebody leave his own bank to bank with me? It depends on the kind of service I render. So that's the same thing I'm telling you today. We have so many PVOs out there from P1 alone. We have so many companies that are selling the same product that we are selling. The people will buy from you when they see the way you do your business. Make sure that you are very professional to the core. Tell them the truth. If it's a waterlogged land, let them know it's waterlogged. Some people will tell you, I want to buy a waterlogged land because the people that will live there with me are rich people like me. So if it's a dry land, tell him it's a dry land. If it's a land that has log of water, tell them. You won't know these things if you have not gone for inspection. And then stop asking some funny questions in the group. Please, can somebody send me this as soon as possible? As if people are just there waiting for you to respond to your chat. You know, always be informed. Have all the information that you need. Because you might just need a client now, within 3 months to seal that deal. You might even have, God might direct somebody that is coming to change your life and you are not prepared, you've missed it. But I know it won't happen to any of us here in Jesus' name. Amen. So thank you so very much for your time. Thank you for listening. And I believe that we learned so much today, right? And we are going to put it to work. And my prayer for you here, even before he comes to talk to us, is that God that saw me through, and have been seeing me through since I came into Pwan, he will do far much more than you can ever think or imagine. In Jesus' name. So thank you so very much. And God bless you. Any questions?
Wow, can we please clap for her and celebrate her? Thank you so much, man. Thank you very much. How many of us were enriched? Huh? And we learned today, right? Okay. All right. So what do we say to her?
Thank you.
Thank you very much. All right. This time we're going to take questions. How many of us have questions? One. I want to know how many. If you have a question, raise your hand. We want us to leave here by 12. It's 12:05. 2, 3. Any other question? All right. Quick one.
My name is